In the late 1990s, after years of slow economic activity in Montana and in the Gallatin Valley, opportunities for destination developments for the wealthy began getting the attention of a few ag producers here in the county. In the mountains, an exclusive high net worth private ski area with log-style mansions. In the valley, on a dry plateau, an 18-hole golf course with the homes to match. Developments require water. Montana, like most of the western U.S., follows the doctrine of prior appropriation, the legal basis for water rights. It establishes that those who first put water to beneficial use have the highest priority to continue to use water in times of shortage. First in time, first in right. Walt Sales, a fourth-generation Gallatin Valley farmer, saw the plans for the private ski area to use tributary waters of the Gallatin, water that irrigated his crops. Mick Seeburg, an avid outdoorsman and longtime resident of the valley, saw the golf course threaten the spring creek on his property. Together, they were facing the challenging expense of retaining legal counsel and acquiring hydrologic analysis to demonstrate injury from applications for the new uses. With the support of a Gallatin County Commissioner-convened task force studying water rights and floodplain issues in the county, Aggie was established as a more economic and efficient way for local water rights holders to make their voice heard in Helena. Walt and Mick joined forces, along with other local farmers, to change the law regarding groundwater and surface water use in Montana. And this is their story.
All right. Well, so today, our focus is going to be a little bit on the starting of Aggie and why we felt that was important as individuals, and then what that's come up to be and grown into over the last 15 or so years.
I heard about this guy that lived in the valley named Walt Sales. And so I called a Walt Sales that I found in the telephone book. And Walt and I got talking, and we agreed to meet at the library. And I said I would be easy to find because I'd be the only guy wearing a coat and tie. And sure enough, I was the only guy, and Walt and I met, and we started a long conversation about how to protect the water, how to keep the water stewards, the people that have 160 years of experience with water in this valley, in control of it.
Up in the south, up at Yellowstone Club, the previous owner or owners put in an application which was going to take water out of the tributaries to our supply of water, which is the West Gallatin. We found out that there was no set association or protections of a group, water users group, that just looked at that particular issue. Well, then it became evident, and this was about in 2002, that the growth wasn't going to go away and that the irrigator was going to have to start getting a little more involved.
So I think, as I recall, we called some people that we knew, and we put an ad in the Bozeman Chronicle saying there will be a water meeting at the Gateway Community Center. So there Walt and I get there early, and we're wondering whether anybody will come. The building filled up. People in the room volunteered to serve on the board, and we've been trying to keep up with water demands in this valley ever since.
Why is that important to us as farmers and ranchers? We see the need to use our water, but we also see that in this valley, growth is going to happen. So we need to be able to express what we need and desire and have, and how we can share that, whether it be the value of the river to us, that's our irrigation, but it brings so much more to this valley. And if we can protect what that has done over the years and brought us our livelihood, but also kept this valley alive, and if we can come together and work on that, that's a win-win for everybody.
I think, particularly in light of the legal costs involved with objecting to the two proposed water uses, that the ag community pretty generally was ready for what Walt and I were proposing.
There were folks in there that were going to try to, what we perceived as, grab some of our water that was definitely tributary to especially our junior rights. So that sort of started then the need for the individual irrigator to pay attention and to get involved and to get out of the tractors and out of the fields and start that process of getting to the table and trying to protect their property rights. But truly having the integrity, doing the right thing, recognizing that there's going to be differences, but coming again back to that table and talking those out and being willing to respect each other has truly, I think, made Aggie, as special as it is, and hopefully will be continued, to where they're respected too, but we also demand a degree of respect back
We
out
do.
of that.
There's a great political truism. You're either at the table or you're on the menu. And in 1999, the ag community was on the menu. We are at the table now. And that came about through Walt's and my efforts to create just what Walt described, something to protect the property rights of the seniors and the ongoing beneficial irrigation use throughout the valley, and to try to keep up and look forward and see what's coming at us next.